Hey guys, welcome back. Today, the stock analysis in focus is Tesla. Why? Because it just announced earnings. And after announcing earnings, after hours, after market hours, it actually dipped 4%, right? Okay. And this is one day after its earnings. So I like to jump right in and share with you, right, what I think Tesla is going to move in the near term, in the short term from here on, right? Okay. But let's understand a little bit about Tesla, right? Tesla is an American company that designs, manufactures, and sells electronic vehicles as well as energy generation and storage systems like solar panels and batteries, right? Okay. And what is the business model? The business model is the core business model is electric vehicles, what we call EVs, right? Okay. You basically design, manufacture them, and sells them, right? Okay. And he also does do venture into energy generation and storage, offering products for sale like solar panels, right? And recently, it also develops full self-driving called FSD software and robo-taxi services, right? And it just rolled out in October, right? Okay. And revenue stream it mainly comes from vehicle sales, software upgrades, and energy contracts. Regulatory credits, yes, but it's dropping, getting lesser and lesser, right? Okay. Yeah. So what caused the drop in Tesla after hours trading, right, which erased some of the early months gain, is mainly because it missed estimates as higher cost offset jumps in sale, right? Okay. Basically, what happened is that it did generate more revenue, right? But it missed the profits target, right? Expectation, right? Okay. And to the investors and traders out there, missing profits targets is a huge thing for them, and that's why after hours it actually dropped 4%, right? Okay. And later on I'll share with you my take what it is going to move from here on, especially like today is one day after its earnings. It is actually rebounding very strongly, right? Okay. So I want to share with you that later on, but very importantly, let's talk about the bull case. What are the reasons why it can continue to do well? The stock price can continue to do well, right? Okay. Number one, it deliver record deliveries and revenue growth as well. Basically, quarter three 2025 saw almost 500,000 vehicles delivered, right? Okay, generating 28 billion revenue, right? Beating estimates, signaling strong demand rebound, right? Despite expiring tax credits, right? And robo-taxi expansion, Elon Musk announced unsupervised operation in Austin by year-end 2025 and roll out 8 to 10 metropolitan city areas, potentially unlocking new revenue from autonomous rides. Okay. And also, Optimus V3, right, planned for quarter 2026 with robots already in factory, could open up industrial and consumer markets, right? This is a little bit hype up, if you ask me, right? Because basically it have not yet generated sales revenue for the company, right? Okay. But a lot of times it is this type of thing that get investors and retail traders or investors very excited and buy the stock in advance, right? Okay. But whether you can deliver the kind of results remain to be seen, right? Okay. And also it make its models more affordable, right? Affordable models launch, right? Cheaper EVs will unveil like the updated Model Y. This to capture more market share and counter competition, right? Earlier on, it has already done that, and that's why the revenue growth, right? Okay. And it did, I think it did it again, and a strong cash position, record 4 billion free cash flow and over 41 billion in cash, right? Enabling investment in A15 chips and production ramps, right? Okay, so over here, these are the bull cases, right? Strong case, some especially over here, I would say is the robo-taxi expansion, right? Especially it's already starting operation, right? This is something that would immediately in the near term, short term, start to generate revenue for them, right? Okay, whether and very likely, right? Very likely it can be start to have more adoption in using it. Then they will really unlocks a new source of revenue for the company, right? Okay, and it could be a very big source of revenue for the company. It could even overtake those Uber that you see, and because it doesn't require drivers, right? Okay, it will lower down their costing and expenses as well, right? In getting this operation ongoing, right? Okay, and what is a bull case, right? A bear case, right? Okay, sorry. So the bear case is that profit dropped from cost, right? Net income fell 37%, right? Due to higher costs like higher R&D, tariffs, and reduced credits given to them, squeezing their margins, right? Okay, basically, in short, their profit margin went down. Right, okay, and due to this, the stock price actually fell 4% after market hours after it was announced, right, and which was yesterday, and reflecting the investors' concern about the soft EV demand, right, okay, and there is also tariff and trade headwinds, right. The U.S. and China tension could raise the cost for their EVs as well, right, and also their supply chain for batteries and chips. And also competition in energy and EV. Rivals, competitors similar in his industry are pressuring energy storage growth. Overall EV market softening without tax incentive, right? Okay, and post September, right? Okay, this year, and regulatory scrutiny, right? Probes into their self-driving, autonomous driving. Alright, robo-taxi and delays in removing safety driver could slow robo-taxi rollout, right? Okay, so basically, these are the ongoing bad cases that they have to overcome, right? But in every case, there is bulls and bears, but how do we look at it logically in terms of the technical analysis, right? And in terms of technical analysis, which is what I am focused more on, right? Not so much on the fundamentals or what I have given you in terms of this fundamental background, right? The technicals that I use is actually trade to win strategy, a proprietary strategy that I actually use on my own, right? It consists of momentum, value, control, and even alpha, and eventually, once these going through all these steps step by step, right, I will know exactly very clear, right, whether the stock or the whatever that I'm analyzing, whether it's going up or going down, right, with a higher probability. Of course, it's never 100%, right, but using the kind of technical analysis using my proprietary trade to win strategy, it enables me, right, to forecast the near future with high accuracy, right? High probability of accuracy, right? Okay, so let me just quickly jump right into the chart to give you my take of what is going to go, right? Okay, so this is my chart on Tesla, right? Okay, and if you look at the daily time frame, after market open today, after the announcement yesterday, it actually dipped quite a lot, right? Okay, in fact, like I say again, yesterday after its announcement, it actually dipped 4%, right? Okay, but after that, it opened. After market opened today, it actually started to rally back very strongly. In fact, as of now, right before market is closing, it is roughly up 1.4%, right? Okay, so is it considered good that investors and retail investors should even come in and buy this stock and go higher, right? Okay, so using my TW strategy, right, trade to win strategy, I will share with you what is the higher probability that things can happen in the near future, right? Okay, so you can see over here, yes, it has started to move up, right? Short term wise, it might go slightly higher, right, based on the daily time frame. But if you look at the weekly time frame, a longer term view, when you look at it and a longer term view, you can see that through the times that it was breaking above $400, right? Okay, it happened in around end of 2021, right? Okay, breaking above $400 per share, and it came back down with a long-term downtrend, right? Okay, quite long-term, right? Because it lasted more than a year, right? Okay, before it started rebounding. Now, why I say this is because another instant that it went above 400 was late 2024, right? Okay, and after late 2024, after it broke above $400 per share, after that it did also came down and corrected quite a lot. All right, okay, is this, and what we see here is that it has also broke above 400 as of now, right? Okay, and it's still hovering around 445, right? Okay, but short term wise, didn't I say that it might have a higher probability to go higher? Answer is yes. But longer term wise, there is also a higher probability that it will not stay that way, right? Okay, so the way I see it, right, if you look at the chart, the highest point over here, and like I say, short term wise, it might have a higher probability to go up, and this means that it might even test 480 or all the way to 500. Okay, this is the kind of technical resistance level that sellers will most likely come in to sell it down, right? Okay, but of course, if it breaks, then it's a totally different story, right? But I would say that it is a high probability that it might not break, right? Okay, so if you look at it, based on probability, there's one instance that it happened before, right? Okay, over here, there's one instance that it happened before. Another instant that it happened before that is above 400 that it dropped, right? Okay, so looking the probability that we see here, right? Okay, there is a chance that in the future, maybe not now, right, it might just dip, right? Correct. Okay, so every uptrend there's a correction, then you continue with uptrend, then correct again, then uptrend again, right? Okay, basically what I'm trying to say here is that yes, short term wise, it might even break a new high, right? Or even test 280 or even 500, right? But think of it this way, this is a potential up move or increase in price of about $50, right? About $50, $40 to $50. We know that the probability is there, and the potential for it to go down is quite high, right? It's quite high eventually, right? Okay, which is could be soon, right? Okay, because when we see it this way, right, how long did it hover above 400? Not much, a couple of months, right? Okay, and over here, same thing, a couple of months, right? Okay, so there is a possibility maybe a couple of months from now, or even 1 to 3 months from now, there might be selling pressure to start its correction, right? Okay, what I'm trying to say here is, right? Okay, what I'm trying to say here is, from this price over here to even 500, right? Okay, this is a potential upside of $50, about $50, $40 to $50. But the potential downside could be all the way down to 300, okay, or even lower, 250, or even lower to 200, which it has done before. It's not that it didn't do that before, right? Okay, over here it went down below 200. Okay, over here it went down below 250, right? Okay, so thereabout between 200 to 300 might be a better price, more potential upside, right? Okay, but right now, right, with the upside potential of just $50 per share and a downside potential of easily $150, right? Even at 300, the potential downside is $150, right? Okay, I would say, what I say, even though it's short term might go higher, overall due to the weekly time frame over here, right? Okay, compared with the daily time frame, I would say that due to the potential upside versus the potential downside risk, right? Okay, I would say it is better to even not buy, right? But find potential to short this stock down in the near future. Not right away, because short term wise, like I say again, it might have a chance to even break new high, right? Okay, and of course, very importantly, always have a stop loss to make sure you are safe in your own trading. Like you can set a stop loss, like, okay, if it breaks above 510, I know that the resistance level is broken already, and because the momentum and the resistance level has already broken, the momentum is there already, and it might shoot even higher, right? Okay, so you might just like, okay, 510 might be my $510 might be my stop loss level, right? Okay, I'm just saying, right? Okay, any amount much higher than this number, right? Somewhere this number should be okay, right? Higher than this number should be okay, right? Okay, and that's my take on Tesla, right? Okay, overall, if you really want me to rate it, I would say that I'm short term slightly bullish, slightly longer term wise, I'm bearish, right? Okay, I do think like technical wise, it might go down. Correct first, right? Correct first. I'm not saying it will go down all the way. I would say we will have a selling wave. I'm saying it would have a correction downwards, right? If you are interested to know how I use my TEW strategy to actually look at markets like this and analyze it very quickly, right? I have a free workshop which you can actually attend, right? All you have to do is to click on the link somewhere here, or even email us to attend, to register and attend for our free workshop, right? Free training. Now, having said that, right? I'm going to straight away proceed to share this with you. If you want update on the latest stock pick, right? Go to winningtrader.com/newsletter to join our mailing list, right? Because we will send you regular stock analysis and trading ideas like this Tesla stock analysis focus, right? Okay, as and when it is out, right? Okay, because why a lot of times these are time sensitive, right? If you don't join our mailing list, or even most importantly, subscribe to our channel and like this video, right? Okay, you might miss our video when we upload them, right? Okay, so best is that you subscribe, right? Okay, so that my next video you will be notified firsthand once I upload them, right? Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. May the profits be with you, and I will see you soon in my next update.
I hope you loved the video and learned something new from it. If you want to receive more videos like this, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notification. And if you want to learn more about the Trade to Win formula that I use in my trades, click on the link or button around this video to join my next free online workshop. In the workshop, you'll learn everything from finding the best opportunities to making consistent winning trades in the markets. I'll see you on the inside.